Hi guys, I'm Lisa for wtfLisa Tarot. I get messages through songs and stuff, so I have one earbud in, one earbud out. I can hear the music. You can't blame YouTube for copyright stuff. Like, share, subscribe, drop a tip, Cash App, wtfLisa Tarot. Shop my store, wtfLisa eBay. It's random because eBay is random. Readings are closed at this time. The only thing I have open is a $5 yes or no to a reading. It's like a quick thing. That's on wtfLisa Etsy, and there's a little bit of merch there. That was a long intro. Links in the description. I have from the movie Aladdin, and I love that movie. I haven't seen it in forever. The Disney cartoon version. I haven't seen the remake. Not gonna. So I have this song, "Friend Like Me" by Robin Williams as the genie, and the energy. Again, is careful who your friends are, but I also see this vibe of when the devil comes to you, the devil so to speak, he doesn't come as the devil. He comes dressed as something you like, something shiny, something flashy, something, non-threatening, whatever it is, depends on the person. This won't be a specific reading, it'll be collective, because the devil has a lot of crazy ass plans out there. There's more than one target, know what I mean? And there's devilish people everywhere. In fact, there's very few good people. In some places, they say there's only one good person to every 5,000 NPCs. We don't know the actual numbers, of course. You can't really do a poll. But that's just a guess that I've heard others say, and I repeat it sometimes because it does make sense in some cases, some situations, and some missions. Let me get some coffee. I'm still tired. Bear with me. I've listened to the song like 4 times now because I wasn't planning on reading yet, and then Ali Bobby had them 40 thieves, Scheherazade had 1,000 tales, but man, you're in luck, 'cause up your sleeve got a brand of magic never fails. Anyway, wasn't quite ready to read, so I was like, oh crap, when the vibe was hitting and I felt like recording, I was like finishing, I was making my coffee, and I'm like, hurry up. So I had to listen to the song like 4 times before I could actually record. But Six of Swords, oh no, turn it down, you ain't never had a friend like me. Ha ha ha. Life is your restaurant, and I'm your maitre d'. Could be someone coming in trying to tell you something. 2 of Wands. They're on your side. They got your back. Maybe it's someone you thought for a long time had your back. You're going to find out they absolutely don't. 4 of Cups. Some of them could be causing some of the issues low-key. You don't even know it. But this is an energy of bad friends. Someone comes in dressed up like, no, I'm going to be a great person. And then they're crazy-ass backstabber. Now, it's weird. I was getting these vibes last night, too. I was getting like 800 vibes. But there's a lot of chaotic energy right now. With the tornadoes happening in the Midwest and South. There's a lot of fires. There's stuff going on over here. There's stuff over... there's so much happening right now. I was like, so much chaotic energy. But can your friends do this? Can they pull this out their little hat? Can they go poof? Someone's gonna find out. Some of their backwards-ass friends or backwards-ass magicians, too. 10 of Wands. Some of their friends that they thought were their good friends have been working against them this whole time. Could also be family, too, but I'm getting more friendship vibes. Bad friends. Bad advice, too. And this isn't just for the good people out there. A lot of the divine masculine, divine feminines, you both have had bad friends. But you know who else has had worse friends? Your fucking karmics. They're already shitty people, and they surround themselves with more shitty people. Is it gonna go well? Some of this energy really isn't so much divine masculine, divine feminine. You having to be careful, although you should. Everyone should always be at all times for every reason. I mean, life. But this is more of an energy of those karmic friends groups that did fuckery and bullshit blowing up now. Maybe some of you are just going to hear about it with that 6 of Swords later. What you missed, if you cut them off, blah, blah. I have It Wasn't Me by Shaggy and Rick Rock. My girl just caught me. In some cases, you're going to really find out. I get 2 different vibes here. Maybe there was more people working with those karmic groups than you thought. Even though, it doesn't matter. I kind of feel like this information doesn't affect you so much as just you get feelings. You're like, oh, that's too bad they ended up living their life that way. It's too bad they made those choices. But you're going to move on. Life goes on for you, but not so much for them. All this time she was standing there. She could have took her eyes off me. in your business. You could also have some people from the past, or even just some weird people you don't really know that well, really trying to get a little too chummy with you. They could have a connection with some of your past karmic friends. Again, I'm getting this is more energy of karmic friends, not like romance. Although, take it as it resonates for you. It is a collective reading, and I'm getting like 800 energies, because why do these people work on a hive mind? These are narc groups. If you've dealt with narcs, you know how weird they get. They have to have a group because they can't do anything by themselves. And most of their plans are idiotic. And for whatever reason, they always find the dumbest people to help them. This is that vibe. I also get gang stalker vibes with that in your business and jealousy. A lot of those people, again, if you read about psychology with narcs, they love doing the gang stalking thing where they isolate, whether it's their partner, friend, or whatever their target is, and get people. And sometimes they're manipulating the people who help them, but if they were smarter, they would realize that person is saying weird shit, but most people don't think. Anyway, this is that vibe, though, whether it's just the psychological disorder or the other version of gang stalking that I'm not going to talk about too much because I don't want to get in trouble, but there's the other version. Either way, these groups are starting to fall apart. Also, with a lot of the government jobs being cut, so a lot of them are getting fired. The fires in LA, the natural disasters in heavy areas where these people live, get the hint. Some of them are still going to pretend like they don't do this, even though there's evidence, but whatever. Others, if it's just the ones with the psychological disorder, they lie a lot. So those lies end up blowing up in their face, and it might be happening as we speak. Some may try to reconcile with you to try to prove their innocence, and I wasn't a part of that. But truth and value, you already know. You're full of shit. You're a shady individual. So some of you may get that. If someone actually gives you the news of what's going on, they're like, it's a good thing we're friends. Some of you are like, we aren't friends. I haven't spoke to you in years. You were over there with them, baby. I'm sorry for the pain that I caused. Tiny violins. That's what I get here. Tiny violins. I'm waiting for an apology, and some of you would love an apology. You might get it, but there's just a false energy around it. Why? Because these people are dumb. Yeah, karmic-ass people gathering with other karmic-ass idiots doing stupid shit, and when it blows up in their face and they get caught, all of a sudden they want to act like a normal person or a decent person when they're not. I don't need your approval. And there's this energy, too. Some of you are like, I'd like an apology, but I know it's meaningless. I would like a real apology, but it's not something they can give. It's another thing, too, where these people just cause drama and bullshit and chaos for no reason. It blows up in their face. They always want other people a part of it. And when you're like, I don't want to be a part of your drama, chaos, and bullshit. When you tell them, I'm not going along with your lie. I'm not doing that. They attack. This could be just a simple vibe of that, too, if you didn't want to go along with idiocy. The idiots are trying to just pull you back in. And as this isn't an energy, though. Why are you even talking to me? Leaving you hurt me, too. I'm sorry. I have the Sesame Street theme song. Sunny day, sweeping the clouds away. We are not right for each other. Well, past is past. And let's leave it there. This is an energy of, I'm sorry that's happening to you and your fucked up friends, but that's why I don't hang out with you. And that's why we aren't going to be friends again. You're calling me up telling me, oh, I need help, all this crazy shit. And then it's like, wow, I would love to stay the fuck far away from you. I don't know. I just see some people, they made bad choices with bad people. And they're going to be surprised that they're going to have to face those consequences. And there is an energy, too. These are grown-ass adults. You are too old for this shit. This simple-minded bullshit. I have Sesame Street song in my ear. And it just tells me, like, obviously, doing the dumb fuck shit you do would lead to trouble. That's what every news story, every special episode of a sitcom, every morning label, the news, everything tells you the consequences. You can't be surprised when you get the same consequences. But these groups, they're an idiot. Everyone gets a trophy and all that bullshit we all grew up with. Really fuck their minds. In some cases, this homicide I pick up, some of them could be involved in that kind of stuff, which is unfortunate. But this energy to me it's really their own lives, their own reputations, everything. They've destroyed themselves. Hidden. And they want to keep pretending to be something they're not. You look at people's social media pages and, it's weird. I came across this lady I used to know online, and there was always sketchy things about her, and people would talk. Anyway, she is apparently, when I first came across her, she lived in South Africa and pretended to be this poor lady with a sense of humor, but people thought she was a catfish. And there was actually a group that was like kind of investigating her, and she was suspicious. She has a legal background, and there are all these professional pictures of her here, and then she's posting these ones where she looks like super unfortunate and whatever, and we're like, what the hell? Now, and then she was helping this guy who was a gay guy who was catfishing as a woman, and he was using a real woman's pictures that came out later, and I don't know if she filed charges or what, and he was catfishing men, and she was helping him with that, and then she was helping my karmic catfish me, and then she just kind of disappeared. Oh, and she had this weird, like, older, like, elderly internet boyfriend who was a cop. He passed away, ironically, same day as my mom did, from natural causes, I believe, because he was elderly, but she's this weird lady. And then some people had weird nicknames for her, and then it was a mission for a while for people to get her to FaceTime just to prove she's a real person, and someone finally did. And from what I understand, they understand why she doesn't do videos or anything, because anyway, now she's pretending to be a spiritual writer and yoga instructor in South Korea. How do you go from South Africa, this poor unfortunate lady who used to work in the legal field, to and catfishing with people online, to being a writer, and what? And she doesn't, like, it just doesn't add up. And I mean, wouldn't you wait to be a yoga instructor until you have like full results? She doesn't look like, yeah. It's one of those things like, what? This doesn't add up or make sense, and you don't fit this character you're trying to pull off. Why are you, like, it's just weird. And so I'm using her as an example because some of you have these karmics where their, like, trajectory makes no sense. And you're going to find that most of it is just more catfishing and lies. It's not that at all. Like, for me, she might be a writer, but do people hire her? You know? I used to see, like, I'm not on social media much anymore, but I used to see there was this guy I ended up blocking because I just found him so annoying. But he would talk about how he's a writer and an author and all this stuff, but he never would, like, post any books, anything he's written. All he would do is have different pictures of him daily in different parking lots, which told me, no, honey, you're a delivery driver. That's what you're dedicated to. You're never writing. You're not, you know, you may talk about authors occasionally. You like to read. But you, sir, are a delivery driver, and you are proud of it. Why? Because your TL is all pictures of you in different parking lots. None of it has to do with writing, but you're insisting you're a writer? Where's your books? Where's your material you've written? Because all I can see is that you've delivered, or you have a shopping problem. Whatever it is, none of it has to do with writing. And there's people like that all the time. Oh, I do this, but they never prove it. With this affair, obviously people say hidden, but to me in this energy, hidden homicide and affair is just people catfishing. You know, affair applies cheating on something. Well, they're cheating on their real life by lying. So when people end up connecting with them, you know, online, and you find out they're a catfish, that sucks. But in real life, too, people think they know them one way, and then they see their online profile, and they're like, what the fuck? Who is this damn dirty liar I'm dealing with? So this is an energy of bad friends, group karma, and damn dirty liars. Let's do one more true crime card, and then we'll move on and close this out. If everyone wants to rule the world by Tears for Fears, and I pulled Mountains, which is an interesting energy to me, and clean up. Bottom of the deck. We're gonna stop pulling true crime cards, but to me, this energy is just mountains of debt. Bullshit. They need to get themselves straight, but they're not. They're gonna continue the shit show, farces, charades. Some of them, when they get caught lying, they're gonna just do more lies and make it worse. These are people who never learn and never will. They're only sorry when they get caught, and they're not sorry about what they did. They're sorry that they're in trouble. And these people, like groups, birds of a feather fuck up together, and that's these guys again. Four of Coins. They don't really get anything from it. Eight of Cups. It might be fun for a minute, but Emperor, you're too damn old, Five of Cups, to act like such a fucking idiot or to hang out with such idiotic friends.